Hello and welcome to another Wargame Red Dragon video with me, Bubblebox, and today we're playing on Cliffhanger and we're playing with the Red Dragons coalition deck again, which is the Chinese and the North Koreans. So I'm heading up the right hand side towards Ivan, and I'll be putting a CV hopefully on Ivan, and then I'll be putting the rest of my units up onto Dmitry and looking after the right hand side of the map. What have I got? Well, I've got some infantry HQ in a BTR. I've got 4 of these Strelas full of infantry. I've got some choppers with infantry, anti-air infantry, and a recon chopper, and a couple of anti-air choppers, and some more infantry in a chopper and a fob. Now, I'm also playing with Lake, and Lake is going to be heading. I'm not sure where he's going to be heading because this road actually is a dead end, so he needs to put all his units on it. Unless he's going along this route here, which he probably is. Lake's also holding the base, although Gaddafi's got a CV on there as well, so I'm not sure what that's all about. But Gaddafi is over on the left with his units, bunch of stuff, some infantry and choppers and some anti-air choppers and stuff like that, and he's heading all the way over to the left, and it looks like he's going to be trying to plonk his units over in this town over here to stop any flanking and to get control of the road along there, and to put a bit of pressure onto Elena and Boris. Ferdinand, he's going to be putting his CV on Gregory and attacking Fedor. We're playing against Big, Karama, Leo and Tunlu. So let's get this game underway. There's an F5 going out there which carries a couple of it's sort of anti-air and carries a couple of 500 kilogram bombs. I'm not sure. Maybe he thought it was a napalm plane. I'm not sure. I don't think it did anything. But there's a couple of anti-air here. It's going to get taken out. Yeah, it gets taken out by these. These are quite powerful KF-16Cs. In the meantime, there's a bunch of chopper infantry being landed over in Fedor. And there's some anti-air shots going off from Ferdinand, and he unloads immediately into Fedor. And they've already got a CV somewhere at the back there near that road. And Ferdinand unloads his anti-air, having a go, and there's all their units there. So bumps into all the units with his armoured trucks here. They've got quite a lot. Ferdinand's got a fair amount as well. They've got a tiger up there. They're quite dangerous. And Gaddafi's got control of that town over on the left, and just pulls his chopper back a little bit to help Gaddafi, although it gets immediately stunned by their anti-air in the middle in Fedor. In the meantime, on the right, I've managed to get all my units up to Dmitry and unload them all, and they're all in position, and I've left my Mi-2 recon chopper and my 2 anti-air choppers here on the mountain just to have a look at these 2 roads. They are flying a lot of aircraft around, and I bring in a couple more anti-air infantry as well to put over here. I didn't just quite see that. Now in the meantime, Ferdinand is calling for help in the middle. He just lay down a bit of napalm. Lake has brought all his units forward. He's got his tanks. He's got some armour up here. Quite a lot of T-72s. And even a T-90S up there. Gaddafi's got nice control. He's just manoeuvring his MI infantry carrying choppers around, trying to have a look at what's going on over Elena. Ferdinand looks like he's lost out a little bit in the middle there, although he's bringing more units in to try to get control. These crow towers are quite deadly, and they're attacking Gaddafi's units on the left here. Gaddafi just suiciding these units over Boris to see what's there, and as you can see, there's quite a lot of anti-air in Boris, so we need to be a little bit cautious there. In the meantime, over on my side, I've got these anti-air infantry have arrived, so there's been no flanking for them over on that side, and I'm just moving forward my infantry. There doesn't seem to be a great deal of opposition, and my other infantry have got nice control of Dmitry, and I bring in a command into infantry, although Lake has already brought his WAS in, so I don't actually unload that. I might use that later. So in the meantime, Lake has put his T-72s all the way around the bend here and is attacking this junction. I'd now bring over my Mi-8Ts just to try to support his tanks and attack these infantry, but they do hide just as my choppers arrive, unfortunately. So in the meantime, a lot of the action now continues in the middle, with Ferdinand, with the Lake now supporting Ferdinand, and just manages just about, unload them a little bit too late. I think he was more concerned what's going on with his armour, so he sort of lost a few infantry there. So Fedor is still looking to be a little bit of a problem, and it looks like Lake is unloading some infantry there for some reason. I'm not sure why, but hey. And Gaddafi is starting to have a look at Elena and probably looking towards getting control of Elena. So on my side, we did encounter rather some infantry. So they've got units around here in these tree lines. So I'll just bring over my MI8Ts over to there and my MI4 as well, just to try and disrupt this little infantry, these infantry that are around here. It does the trick quite nicely. Not massive points, but at least it stops them in their tracks, so they're going to think twice about trying to flank around that side. And bring the choppers forward just to sort out the Sochong-Sus along with my Li Huans. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. And I put my recon right up over on this mountain just to see what's going on up there. In the meantime, this T90 is being very daring and going towards that tree line. And it looks like these T72s have actually used all their machine gun ammo on those infantry. And he's just microing them round here now. He's actually going towards Fedor, although there's some choppers attacking him on his flanks. Got to be really careful. His poor T90 is getting hammered, but he's brought these Nevers forward really quickly. That's a nice micro. They fire really fast, like I said, but he has got a cargo there as well to resupply them, because as I said also, they run out of ammo really, really fast. He's got those 4 cargoes there, and then he immediately micros them round the corner here to try to attack Fedor from the north, which is a nice move because he is supporting, he's bringing in a load of infantry here, 4, 8, 12 infantry into the town. MiG-23 is going in as well. And he's completely flanked them in Fedor. Takes out their anti-air, takes out their track rapport, big surrenders. Really nice move there by Lake. So he's got all these infantry in here. Ferdinand's put some more infantry in the middle there as well, but they've already been flanked, as these infantry aren't going to last a lot longer now. And he just pulls them back a little bit just to try to consolidate them. They're all out of ammo, and all out of fuel now anyway. But Fedor's down. And in the meantime, Gaddafi's taken full control of Elena. He's just put a CV into Elena. So that's Elena captured as well. Once it lands. Oh, it's some guys. There you go. So that was a really nice move there. All I'm doing basically is sitting over on the right, microing my units around, picking off the odd straggler that I find. I bring forward an MI6. In the hope of trying to help Lake with a bit of resupply. So at this stage I've got 2 choices. Either I can bring in a load more units and continue to attack up the left into centre, or I can go on and help in Fedor and go on a more supportive role. And I decided to do that. And the main reason, because in the last game I basically used lots of ground infantry and stuff like that. In this game I wanted to show off the artillery in the air a little bit more. So I actually bring in these 4 MiG-23MLs. They're not the best, but they are only 80 points, and I can bring 4 of them out. So they unleash their missiles, hit absolutely nothing. So maybe they're not as good as I thought they were in the first place, but they all evac nicely, and they'll soon repair themselves to come out for another go. So I decide, to support rather than to attack more, and just get this game over by supporting these guys through the middle. And as part of that I start to bring in my rocket artillery. In the meantime, Gaddafi is going forward with some recon just to see what's going on in Boris now, although we know there's quite a lot of anti-air in there. And Lake has just pulled his tanks back a little bit just to try and get them resupplied before he pushes forward again. He's brought in another T-72 there. Ferdinand's bringing in some resupply, and I'm doing F all over on the right hand side. So couple of planes flying over. Doesn't want to get too close to these Strellas because they're going to get some shots off along with these Q1s. Just going to get away. In fact, it's stunned and it gets taken down by another shot from the Strela. Very nice. They're very expensive. In the meantime, my MiG-23s are out again. I'm not sure if they all made it back. And they're using Rocket RT now and having a go at Fedor. Speaking of Rocket RT, I've brought all my Rocket RT out now. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Rocket RT, which I think is all of the Rocket RT in my deck. And we're going to have a go see what damage that can do in this game. So Gaddafi, more recon going forward to try to spot some stuff. And he's also sending an MI2 out to the left. So lots of recon going on there from Gaddafi. And then oh yes, my BM's all firing. Take a few units out and then, not sure if I'll take a lot more out, but certainly going to stun some stuff. So that's what Rocket RT does. Not a fantastic amount, but you can see the nice craters that are made there. So they'll reload. They take a little bit of time to reload. I bring in these MI6s to reload these guys. In the meantime, all I'm doing over this side is just microing my recon around a little bit, trying not to get spotted, but trying to spot. So once these BM24s are ready, they'll fire again. It takes a little bit of time. It's not just the reload time. They also take a little bit of extra time before they are able to fire again. There's that dangerous PAH-2 Tiger again with Sackloss missiles and Stinger missiles. Really powerful unit. Lake sends forward a BTR on a bit of a scouting mission. I think he's getting ready for another push. He's actually pushing forward some infantry, and another rain of rocket artillery comes in from their base. Now at this point I decide my next barrage is going to be on their base in Anna to try to suppress and even perhaps destroy one or two of their artillery units. My recon unit on the right has been spotted, so I've got to be careful. I just shoot that cargo truck just so that it can't spot me. In the meantime, who's this? Lake has just taken control along with Ferdinand of this little hump here, and they're artillerying these positions, and Ferdinand is also trying to get some units into this town here in Boris, and slowly Lake's bringing a couple of Nevers forward. Some other units. Oh, he's got his Rolands. Caught his Rolands out there. They're going to go down very easily. And there's a big chopper sitting behind as well. That gets taken down. Right, that does a backflip. Oh, lands into the house. Nice. Some bombs coming in to try and slow the advance. There's F-405s. And another chopper that's going a bit deep. That's going to get taken out. Yeah. Just gone in too deep. And in comes Lake's armour once again. T-72s, T-90, two T-90s, and some anti-air as well up the back there from Ferdinand. My BM-24 is getting in position for an attack on Anna, and all quiet on the right. So all the actions over here now. More rocket RT going into Fedor, although all the units are now in Boris. There aren't a lot of units left in Fedor, so they're firing at the wrong position now. Forward goes Lake's armour, and Lake and Ferdinand and Gaddafi, all three of them have got nice positions into these houses now. All these are getting a bit low on ammo and a bit battered, so they're probably going to stop for a bit of a wait for these cargoes to come up and resupply them. And then there goes my BM-24s, hopefully going to do some damage to their rocket artillery, so that they're not going to be able to fire back anytime soon. In comes the F-5As again with the big bomb. Well, not a very big bomb. Gets shot down. Doesn't even get its bomb off, I don't think. Oh, it did, actually. That one gets shot down. CV's gone. Not got a lot left. I'll bring out my MiGs, probably a little bit too late. Yes, I am playing like a donkey as a support player. I don't know play as a support player. I'm not doing a great deal here, apart from commentating. But as Lake and Ferdinand and Gaddafi doing such a great job, I don't really need to do too much. Don't know where that BM-24 is going. Anyway, they're all reloaded again. Ready for another barrage when they're ready to fire. Lake has put a recon squad, 2-man recon squad up on top of that hill to try and see what's going on. Well, their big plane's going to get shot down. That one just gets away. We're pushing forward some basically very, very weak units, weak tanks. They're not going to, they're just going to get hammered. They're not going to be able to take on T-90s and T-72s. Or not that many, there's too few of them. And you can see they just get taken out eventually. Yeah. Okay. So, looks like we're pushing into Anna now. Hopefully my BMs are going to get another shot off in a minute. So Lake's just getting his tanks back a little bit for another refuel before another push into Anna. Some MiGs going in there from Lake. They actually get shot down because there's still got some anti-air over there. My BMs decide to fire onto centre, all into this town, hunting for their CV, and there it goes, 100 points. That was taken out by this BM from over here on the left, the rogue one. So that's their CV in centre down now, so I didn't actually have to attack centre in the end. And they've only got one CV left, and it's on Anna. So that's all we need to get. They've still got some fighters flying around, but I doubt they've got a lot more units. I'll bring out my MiG-23s again. Still got all 4 of the MiG-23s, though one gets stunned there. They do get the units away. I think I might have lost one there as well. Don't know where these units in the middle here came from, but my Mi-24 has a go at those. So, basically it's just preparing for the final onslaught into Anna. So my BMs are getting refueled, although I haven't got a lot of logistics left, but they will be refueling. They are sort of refueled again, getting ready for another fire into Anna. Lake's put his tanks up this side now, where I fired my rocket arty, so he's probably preparing this all the time to try and get their CV, but the CV there's gone now. So at this stage, I think they've only got one player left. He surrenders, and it's the end of the game. So GG. Wasn't my best game, I have to say, although I ended up with an okay sort of kill to death ratio. Pushed up the right to start with, got all that ground, and then did more of a support role with the planes and the artillery. But I wanted to put this up anyway, despite me not playing so well in this game, because I just showed that Gaddafi and Ferd and Lake did a nice job in the middle, sort of all pushing together up the middle there, and supporting each other with infantry and tanks. Lake, especially with his flanking manoeuvres with his tanks, did really, really well. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please do comment, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.